how do I deal with the breakup that I just had? Or how do I deal with my depression and my anxiety? How do I deal with the circumstances that I'm always placed into that I don't know how to conduct myself in? I was on radio for 4 years, right? And I left radio and then I went into TV, and I really enjoyed working in TV and focusing on my digital work.
What's up, you guys? My name is Joyce Pring at ako po ang inyong classmate.
But for some reason, I missed not being in front of the camera. I missed just being able to express myself and think about topics and situations that I'm going through and not be afraid of how I look. What's up, you guys, and welcome to another episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring, the how-tos of your 20s told by 20-something, traversing through life expectantly and with gusto. I needed a platform where I could actually process these emotions and experiences that I was having as a young adult. And, with anything that anybody creates, I feel like I was looking for something that I couldn't find. So I was looking for content that would cater specifically for my need as a young woman living in the Philippines, going through adulthood without any handbook of how do I deal with the breakup that I just had, or how do I deal with my depression and my anxiety? How do I deal with the circumstances that I'm always placed into that I don't know how to conduct myself in? You can't not trust the current people in your life because of the mistakes that people from your past made. When I started my podcast, I was just thinking to myself, wow, I need a place where I could process everything that I was going through. I was 25 years old. I felt like I was having a quarter life crisis. I couldn't understand the things that I was going through half of the time, and my mental health it wasn't healthy. So I put together this podcast, and I would talk about the issues that I was going through. And then it dawned on me that a lot of people were calling me somebody who advocated for mental health well-being. I never thought of myself as that way. I just, I was going through anxiety and depression, and I wanted it to be a normal conversation that I would have with other people. But for me personally, if I'm going through anxiety or depression, I don't like it when people tell me na, oh, mag-open up ka naman.
Yeah, true.
But
That's
I
true.
find it helpful when they go, okay, if you want to talk, if there's anything that's going on in your mind, I'm just here, let me know. Adulting is so much easier in concept, but when you're there already in the thick of it, that's when it gets really tough. So that's why I put together the podcast, kasi gusto ko pag-usapan natin, mahirap siya. Like, walang taong hindi nag-struggle with adulthood. Kahit yung mga taong lahat ng privileges sa buhay meron sila, they still struggle with it. I created Adulting with Joyce Pring with the hopes of having substantial conversations with other young adults who are also trying to figure out life. And I feel like more than anything, we don't have to have the right answers to all these situations and questions that we have about life. We just need to keep asking the right questions and be able to settle with each other and actually celebrate the diversity that we all have, that we go through life differently, that we can actually be together and be friends and figure this out kahit na magkakaiba tayo ng opinion sa mga bagay-bagay, diba? As long as we're having the conversation, that's already moving us forward.